What is going on, guys? Neliq here. Welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you the brand new maps coming to Modern Warfare Remastered in December 2016. So yes, only 1 month away. Now, as you all should know, inside of Modern Warfare Remastered, there was a total of 10 multiplayer maps that were remastered for the game, which included Ambush, Backlock, Bog, Crash, Crossfire, District, Downpour, Overgrown, Shipment, and Vacant. But what you might not know is there is still a total of 10 maps that are not yet in the game. Now, 6 of those 10 maps that are not included in the game as of yet were originally part of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and those are the maps that we're going to get in December 2016. So to show you on screen what maps we'll be getting in December, let's start in alphabetical order with the map Block. Now, Block was a very large multiplayer map which was based on the Soviet style apartment buildings, and both the maps visual resemblance to the campaign level One Shot, One Kill, and the reuse of the level swimming pool. It is strongly implied the location is Pripyat, Ukraine. Now, this was basically the map where it's like 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. Every time I heard someone say that, or I said it, people would know we're talking about Modern Warfare. Overall, this map was extremely fun because if you wanted to play close, you could run through the apartment buildings and get up close to your enemies, or if you wanted to snipe, you could basically sit in the apartments across from each other and just go ham. For the next map we're getting in December, it is called Countdown, and you guys will remember this map because there are giant missiles coming out of the ground while you play, and you would probably recognize it from the campaign level All In. Even though it was loosely based off of it, you can still recognize that it is from that map. So that was probably in my top 5 favorite levels out of Call of Duty 4, so I'm really glad to see it coming back to the game. Now, the third map returning to the remastered version of the game is Pipeline, and this is a very large multiplayer map which was set in a gloomy setting centered around an abandoned rail yard in Ukraine with a large extent of overgrown grassland. There were 2 large warehouses in the center of the map, which often sees the main concentration of fighting. Once again, I know I've said it for the other maps, but this was another banger. This was a really fun map, especially because you could get out on top of the warehouse roofs, or chill back on a hill and snipe some people, or get up close and just blow someone's face off. So far so good. A lot of fun maps coming back to the game, and it's just going to complete the game overall. The 4th map we have, and oh my god, this map is amazing. It is called Showdown. It's a small multiplayer map which was featured in Call of Duty 4, and it quite closely resembles the courtyard where President Al-Falani was executed by Al-Assad in the campaign. That was the mission where you could not actually do anything, you just had to see what happened. The overview of Showdown is it is set in the desert, centered around a courtyard surrounded by a 2-level structure. There are 4 entrances from the courtyard to its outer ring, which is divided by large gates. You could cross-map nade people as soon as you spawned, which was absolutely sick. Also, this map was really well balanced for like people who wanted to snipe and also people who wanted to rush, because you had the opportunity to sit back like on that 2nd story and aim across and shoot people coming from the other side, or you could rush through the building and just absolutely annihilate people. Also, the setting of the map was just probably one of my favorites because, I don't know, just like the lighting, the way the map looked, just everything about it, put it in my top 5. So we have 2 more maps left that will be coming to the game in December 2016. The second last one is called Strike, and it's hard to like say this with a straight face, but it's another one of my favorites. Like, all the maps that were left out of the game like were all of my favorite maps. I don't get it. So to talk about Strike, it's another large multiplayer map. Strike is a very urban map with the largest open space being the 2 roads that run through the map. There are many small buildings that see little combat, although a good sniper can control a large area of the map while being safely planted inside one. Light machine guns were also very favored on this map. So when I think about this map, I was either using the AK-47 or the M40. There wasn't really any other gun that I would go to for this map. It was just fun to sit back in a building, snipe some people, or rush with that AK. And the fact that there was a lot of flanking opportunities on this map was also a nice touch. So it all comes down to this, the last map that is getting added to the game in December. It is called WETWORK, and we all know this map if you've played any of the campaign because it is the very first mission. It is coming December 2016, guys. The layout of the map can be considered considered fairly symmetrical. Both teams spawn at either the bow or stern of the ship, with the upper levels providing a good view of the entire map for long range play. So that is the 6 maps that are coming to the game in December 2016. I know I've repeated that a lot, but I just wanted to get it in your head. But there are another 4 maps that could also be coming to the game, and as we know, in Infinite Warfare there is a season pass which comes with 4 multiplayer maps. So there's 4 maps missing from Remastered, but there's 4 map packs coming out in Infinite Warfare. Is anyone else thinking what I'm thinking? What if they bring out those maps that were in the Variety map pack for Call of Duty 4 with the Infinite Warfare map packs that we get during the year? So if you guys didn't get what I just said, let me break it down a little bit more. There's 4 map packs coming for Infinite Warfare this year. There's 4 maps that were part of an original map pack from Call of Duty 4 that are missing from the game. Imagine if they put 1 map from that Variety map pack with the Infinite Warfare Season Pass, so we will get 4 Infinite Warfare maps every DLC that is released, but we could also possibly be getting 1 Modern Warfare Remastered map with each DLC that comes out during the year. So I hope I explained that enough so you guys understood it, but that was the best I could do. But with saying that, a lot of you guys may have not have played or bought the Variety map pack back in the day, so you guys are like, what are the maps? I've never heard of these maps before in my life. So I'm going to go through them right now so you guys can get a quick glimpse of what the maps look like. So the very first map we have in alphabetical order is Broadcast. So this is a potential map that could be coming out with the Infinite Warfare DLC. The map is based on the TV station in the mission Charlie Don't Surf, with some differences to support multiplayer modes. Now the map contained many long sightings in the lobby, on the roof, and across the parking lot, but it also hosts close range combat in the hallways around the central broadcasting room, which made the map fun for everyone. Now the second map that could come out with the DLC was called Chinatown, and this was probably one of my favorite DLC maps for Modern Warfare. It's a pretty small to medium sized map, but its layout is exactly the same as the original Quarantine map, which was on Call of Duty 2. The map's theme revolves around fighting in a Chinatown themed area. Almost every building in the map is open and able to be occupied. If you played this map, you'd want a grenade because you'd just see other grenades flying through the air ready to cross map ya. The second last map is called Creek, and this was one of the largest maps in the game. The map's divided by a ravine with small houses on one side and a scattering of farm buildings on the other, where there is also a waterfall and tunnels along the ravine wall. The hills that led to the ravine are lined with sandbags to protect players from the constant fire from long-ranged weapons. So when they made these maps, they really allocated for people who wanted to snipe, or people who wanted to use submachine guns or LMGs or shotguns. You could use any gun but still have fun on the map, and it was fair. Now the last map is called Kill House, and this is a very small map, and it was inspired by the tutorial level FNG. The overview of the map is it is a symmetrical map with a looking post in the middle. The buildings are wooden and the walls are concrete. Fast-paced and fierce firefights are commonplace as the map is no larger than shipment. Shotguns and submachine guns work particularly well on this map, as well as some assault rifles. So they are all the maps that will be coming to the game and will potentially be coming to the game in the future. Now they could go ahead and just make entirely new maps. That would be really sick. I really would have no clue where to start on what type of maps they would make, but it is another possibility. But those 6 maps that I mentioned earlier in the video are coming to Call of Duty in December 2016, so get really hyped, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and it gave you a bit of information about what's happening in the future for this game. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can watch all my videos. Hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.